Goober gang, good to see you. In this video, we're going to show you 5 things that you need for winter fishing that's going to make your experience on the water a heck of a lot better. We all know the wintertime is a great time to catch one of these monster catfish. It's also a time when you're going to suffer on the water. From ice to wind, maybe even some snow, you're going to freeze out there. You need these 5 things to help you enjoy your time on the water. When you're out on the water, you know you use these puppies all the time. That's why you need a pair of these gloves right here. I learned to use these gloves when I was a competitive cyclist riding in cold, rainy weather. We still wanted dexterity in our fingers, but we wanted to keep everything nice and warm. With these gloves, they're nice and thick, extra thick. You're not gonna mess them up by cutting bait or anything. They're not gonna rip as easily as those latex gloves, and you're gonna be able to handle whatever you need to, keep your hands nice and dry, and go home happy at the end of the day. Best part is when you're done, take them off, throw them away. They are thick enough where you might get a couple good uses out of them. They'll also fit inside of your other gloves that you have with you. These aren't going to be the warmest gloves in the world. They will keep your hands dry and insulated, but you're going to want some bigger gloves or a hand warmer to supplement that heat. Item number 2 on our list is a classic, and you probably already know about it. You might have one on your boat or take it on the bank with you. We're talking about the Mr. Buddy Heater. It's gonna pump out a whole lot of heat. If you have an enclosure, this is definitely the way to go, but even if you don't, you're still gonna get a lot of heat out of it. You can warm up your hands. It's gonna keep you nice and warm when that cold seeps in. Anything you can do to give yourself that little bit of comfort while out on the water is gonna keep you out there longer, catching more fish in the winter. Item number 3 and 4 kind of go together, but we're gonna introduce them separately because they deserve a little bit of spotlight on their own. Item number 3 is an absolute game changer, and we're talking about a heated vest. Throw that bad boy on. It's got a built-in battery. I recommend getting one with a USB battery. That way you can bring as many battery packs as you want and stay warm all day. And if you keep that underneath a nice windproof and waterproof layer, you're gonna be as snug as a bug in a rug by the end of the day. When you've been sitting on the water in cold weather all day, that cold seeps in. Your core temperature is what's gonna make the most difference if you can start to bring that up. And this vest is definitely gonna take care of that for you. If you watch our channel, you know that for item number 4, we love us some catfish gear. While this hat right here is mighty stylish and you can pick one up with a 20% discount code right at the bottom of the screen here, it's not gonna keep you very warm in the winter. However, this one might. Or maybe you're a person that likes a toboggan with the little wavy thing up top. Well, we got one of those for you too. Double them up and you're definitely staying warm all day. But the thing we're actually here to talk about is not these hats. The item we're here to talk about today for our stop number 4 on our list is the Catfish 3-in-1 jacket. Talk about a jacket that's gonna keep you warm on a cold day. This thing is windproof, waterproof. You can stuff a bunch of layers underneath it. You can wear all your catfish hats. You could even throw a brimmed hat on if you wanted to, and it's gonna keep you really toasty inside. If you've got that heated vest cranking away inside of here, this has been my key to staying warm on some really long days on the water all winter long. And I've been out in some very, very cold temperatures. I know we're cruising right along through this video here today, and we're almost on item number 5. I told you there were 5 items, but if you're still hanging out with us today, we appreciate it. We've got a bonus 6th item for you, so don't go anywhere. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe down below, and we'll appreciate having you along for the ride. Item number 5 has quickly become one of my favorite things to have out on the water this winter. It was a gift to me this year, and I just don't go on the water without it. We're talking about the cooking pot. This thing is very much like a Jetboil, but it's a different one that I've got linked down below. This thing really shines when you buy the adapter that lets you use the 1-pound propane tanks, the same ones we use in the Buddy Heater, and the same one we're gonna use in item number 6. We've been talking a lot about core temperature in this video. Keeping that up is really what's gonna keep you comfortable on the water. And if you can get some ramen noodles, chicken soup, anything warm, hot chocolate, tea, maybe some coffee, this thing's gonna boil water lickety split, and it's gonna get your internal temperature really nice and warm. There's nothing better than a nice cup of ramen or chicken noodle soup when you're out on the water freezing your can off. We already mentioned the little adapter. I'll have all these things linked down below in the description box, but another absolute must is a spork, a fork and spoon combination, so you can eat all your tasty meals out there. And I've got these linked down in the description box as well. I just keep those inside the pot at all times, so it's always ready to go whenever I get a little cold out on the water. The less you have to fiddle around with, the faster you can get more comfortable out there. And now for the bonus item. If you're still sticking with us, we appreciate it. You can probably see it already, but that's because it's way too big to have thrown at me across the basement here. We're talking about the Blackstone cooktop griddle. Just like the cooking pot, having a nice warm meal out on the water when it's super duper cold out is irreplaceable. Once you start taking that cooking pot and this Blackstone griddle out on the water, you're never gonna leave home without it. This thing can cook everything from eggs, bacon, hash browns, sausages, you name it, pancakes. It'll take care of it all. Anything you could cook on a cooking pot or in a pan or a cast iron skillet, you can take care of it on this grill. This is a recent addition to our channel, but we've already cooked a couple meals on it. Absolutely love it and can't wait to do some really fun stuff with it down the road. Well, that's gonna do it for our list today. We hope you enjoyed that bonus item and everything else on the list. I promise if you start implementing some of those into your trips, you're gonna stay out on the water longer, and that's gonna lead you to catch some bigger and better fish. Just because this video is over doesn't mean the fun has to stop here. Check out these videos down below. Catch you some more goobers while you wait for our next video to drop. Later.